Hi guys, so today I'm going to make a key lime pie that is super easy, and I always had a question like on the back of this Nellie and Joe's famous Key West lime juice. It has a recipe and I'm like, this can't possibly be a good recipe because it only needs a graham cracker crust, a can of sweetened condensed milk, 3 egg yolks, and a half a cup of this juice. And that's it. And you only bake it for like 15 minutes, and then it says to allow to stand for 10 minutes before putting it in the fridge, and that's it. So I'm like, how good can this recipe be? But I did make it a couple weeks ago and it's really good. So I just want to show you guys real quick. I'm going to use a Stater Bros pie crust. I did use a Dollar Tree one the last time. This is obviously like probably a couple bucks at Dollar Tree. It's $1. So the Dollar Tree one's just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It does say just to blend the things together. You know, like basically mix it together. But I do like to blend it. So I'm going to use my mixer, my hand mixer, because I just feel like, you know, you get some air in it, get that emulsifying basically, because the egg yolk and the milk and the key lime juice get like, when they come together, they make like a little, I guess, a reaction that makes it thick, like a custard, right? Like key lime, like you would imagine. So I'm just going to separate out my 3 egg yolks and I'll throw them in here. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to measure out half a cup of the juice and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just measured out the half cup, and just to show you, it's not the prettiest color, but you know, it's pre-squeezed lime juice. And the other reason I'm making this today actually is because I want to make macaron, and in macaron it only takes egg whites. And I'm like, I hate wasting. And usually most of the recipes for macaron needs 3 or 4 egg whites and a certain amount, and then you leave it out. So I already made this, like I said, like a week ago or to something. So I have some egg whites in the fridge from then, because you do want your egg whites aged for macaron. If you want really good ones, you don't have to, but... So I'm going to put these egg whites in with the other egg whites that are in my fridge already, and I'm going to make macaron later, so that way I don't waste anything. And then you're going to do a whole can of your sweetened condensed milk. And all we're going to do after that is just blend it all together, and then you put it in your oven. Now I'm going to use... because it's so quick, and I, you know, didn't know if the recipe was going to be any great or that good, I just used my little countertop oven here, and it worked out really well last time. So what I do is I bake it, and then like halfway through I cover it with foil so it doesn't get too hot, because it's so close to the top heating element there. So I like to try to get everything that I can out of this. And whatever you can't get, I guess you could just kind of eat it, but I already stuck my hand, or stuck this into that raw egg batter there, so I will not do that. And again, all I'm going to do is just blend it. And my son even said, he's like, you know, this is good because it's not like a bright green or like a fake green color, it's like what it is, right? And I'm like, yeah, he's right. So obviously this is going to be loud, but just for a little bit, just enough to get it all blended together. Actually, it's not that loud, it's a KitchenAid hand mixer, it's just kind of quiet. And kind of low because my bowl allows splatters, but hopefully you can kind of see as I'm mixing it, it's getting thicker already. So I just want to mix it so it's all nice blended through, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there it is, nice and thick. And I'm just going to bring over my pie crust. You don't bake the pie crust or anything, it's just put it in there. Well, it's a graham cracker crust, should I say. And we're just going to pour this in. I'm telling you, it's so good. It's obviously limey, and it's a little bit, not sour, but just like that good flavor, you know. Of course, I try to get it all in there. So I did look online too. I'm like, is this a good recipe? And like, nobody has an answer for that. So I was like, whatever, I'll just try it. And that's kind of why I used the Dollar Tree thing the first time. So I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of a shake to kind of, there's some air bubbles and stuff. You can pop them, I guess, if you wanted to. And we're going to bake it at 350 for 15 minutes. So I just take this thing off of here. Where's my little rack? Oh, it's over here. So I'm going to put this in the very bottom rack. This is just a regular little toaster oven. I'm going to push it back past 20. It's on turbo, which is fine. And 350. And like I said, in about like maybe 7 or 8 minutes, I'll come and cover this just with an aluminum foil, just on the top, just so that it doesn't get too brown because it's so close to that heating element. But other than that, it baked up really nice in here, so I'm gonna do that. And I'll be back at the end of the 15 minutes. Okay guys, so that's it. Unfortunately, I got carried away doing dishes and I forgot to cover it for a couple minutes, but that's okay. Like a little bit over, so that's why I got a little bit brown. A little bit more brown than I would like, but hopefully you can see that. And so I'm just gonna set this aside for, like I said, 10 minutes, and then I'll put it in the fridge, and I'm gonna go buy some whipped cream because I forgot to get whipped cream, and I'll cut into it just so you can see that it bakes up really nice and it's pretty awesome. Okay guys, so basically all my kids are home and it's not really time to eat a pie, but I just want to show you it's nice and cooled. This actually, the darker pieces are some graham cracker that had gotten in there, so that's why it got so dark instead of just being like the rest of the pie. But I will cut that out and I will eat that because I like a very cooked crust here. I was gonna say I'm trying to get a small piece, but it's popping out kind of big, isn't it? Oh well. Let me see here. Did I get down to the bottom? I can feel that. Okay, there we go. Oops, sorry. And I will get this out. Hopefully in one piece. A couple pieces. The first one's always kind of a bummer, isn't it? Okay, there's that. Move this to the side. Sorry. I'm gonna get a little whipped cream I just picked up. And I usually just put on the whole top. And it is yummy, so that's all I have to say about that. If you can see that. So good. It's really tart, that's the word I was looking for. Delicious. And hopefully you guys can try it out. If you find that key lime juice, I think it's only like $3 or $4, depending on where you find it. You can find it, you know, places like Bevmo because it's to make cocktails, but this is how I like to eat it. Hopefully you can find it at your grocery store a little cheaper. And then of course this thing, you can just take this off and that's your cover. And you keep it in the fridge for a few days. Thanks for watching guys. See you at the next one. Bye now.